Today, I want to talk about my project on domestic violence. And to give you a brief understanding of what domestic violence is, domestic violence has been a long-standing crisis. And to come to a point, domestic abuse is also called domestic violence or intimate partner violence. And it can be defined as a pattern of behavior in any relationship that is used to gain or maintain power and control over an intimate partner. Abuse is physical, sexual, emotional, economical, and physiological actions or threats of action that influence another person. This includes any behavior that frightens, intimidates, terrorizes, manipulates, hurt, humiliate, blame, injure, or wound someone. Domestic abuse can happen to anyone of any age, race, sexual orientation, religion, or gender. It can occur within a range of relationships, including couples who are married, living together, or dating. Domestic violence affects people of all socioeconomic backgrounds and educational levels. Okay, my domestic violence project was done on a lady who was in the military, and which her name was withheld. This woman had endured a decade of abuse from her husband that was enlisted also. She was told that she wasn't good enough, dressing the right way, beautiful, smart, and was an embarrassment to him. She did realize the warning signs and knew her relationship wasn't healthy, but stayed for the sake of the children, which in domestic violence, a lot of time this does happen because of the sake of the children. You want the children to be safe and feel safe. Over the time, the abuse escalated. And it wasn't until she was physically assaulted that she had enough. And subsequently, she filed an unrestricted report in the military. Although it could be viewed by anyone that saw it. Excuse me. The lady filed this report, and with knowledge that anyone could be able to see it. And sometimes when people decide to file a report, they be a little bit more cautious because it could jeopardize their job or their standing within their friend group. Sometimes when a person is seem to be in good standing, or on the outside seem like they're a good, upstanding person, people will not believe that it happened or could happen, but it does happen. Also, I like to add, according to the National Domestic Violence Hotline, an average of 24 people per minute fall victim to domestic violence in the United States. This can constitute up to 12 million people, both men and women, in a given year. Also, the situation concerning the domestic violence is when you come in contact with a crisis intervention worker or person, they will try to develop a rapport with you if you've been in this certain situation. And also, when you are sitting before them, you have to give them all the information that you have so they can understand what the underlying problem is. And then once they find out what the underlying problem is, then they can be able to give you certain coping skills so you can be able to actively recover from this incident. And after you have talked with the crisis worker, they will eventually give you certain coping skills or things that you can do to recover. Some of the things they can do is have you meet with a therapist and set up some group sessions in order for you to heal from the trauma or the domestic violence event. After a certain amount of time, then you will be able to go back to that crisis worker so they can have an update of what happened when you have gotten the help that you so desperately need. And then I would say maybe weeks or maybe a month later, you'll set up a meeting with the crisis worker so they can check out the progress that you have after you have met with a therapist and they're giving you certain things that you can do as far as being able to recover from the incident, whether it be meditation or taking an exercise class to help you be able to relax and be able to recover from that incident. If everything is okay or in order, then you would talk to the person and give them certain encouraging words that whatever they're doing, they need to continue that in order to heal fully.